enter a realm unlike your own, filled with beauty and splendor, with magic and mystery, with evil and danger, with secrets and glory. Welcome to the world of hazards and hijinks.
The cool adventurers!
Despite my really calm, serene exterior, I'm a very angry person.
If the cool leather boot fits, I'll wear it.
I'm a cat person! You can't
And
judge
I'm
me!
a wizard who drinks paint! We are who we are.
You will know what it is to feel pain.
Hey guys, we just were upstairs in the gas chamber.
Movement detected! Destroy intruder! Destroy intruder!
Sorry, I was living up to my own hype!
I feel younger than ever.
Huzzah!
Hazards and Hijinks, D&D Improv, every Friday night on YouTube and Twitch.
Hello and welcome to the Fancy Hobo Improv Show live on YouTube and Twitch. That's right, you're watching us live on the internet. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We know you could be anywhere else, well, almost anywhere else nowadays. So thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's show. Happy May Day, everyone. Workers of the world unite. That's right, you're going to get a whole lot of that today. First up in tonight's show, I'm going to talk to you about how to start a union at your workplace. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. But you should look it up anyway. You are watching the Fancy Hobo Improv Show, a live streaming improv show, short form improv. That's what you are going to get tonight. So tonight, all of our players are going to be creating scenes and games all based off of every of your suggestions. That's right. This week, we went to our social media, to our Instagram, to our Facebook, and to other platforms. I don't think we got suggestions there, but we definitely went to those too. And you gave us some terrific suggestions, but it's not too late to get more suggestions in for tonight's show. That's right. And we need your suggestions real hot, real fast, right now. We're going to pop quiz you on suggestions, and I want as many as you can possibly give me. Give me a storyteller. Or it's a type of story in the chat, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. That could be a writer. That could be a director of movies. It could be a genre or a type of book. Any of those things, put them in the chat, people. Give it to me. Give me all of your suggestions. We are going to be using those very, very soon. It's going to be our very first game of the night, as a matter of fact. And of course, we want to remind you that we are not performing in this theater still. Why? Curse you, God. We are trapped in these tiny little boxes in our homes, even though it looks like I'm on a theater, except my hands disappear when I go into the space. Whoa, strange. But before we return to the space, we just want to remind you that all of these shows are made possible because of your generous donations. That's right. Every one of these shows, it can only happen because you're here, because you watch, because you donate, and we appreciate your continued support. So if you want to support Fancy Hobo tonight, and if you'd like to give us some donations, head over to Venmo at Fancy Hobo Improv. I believe it is right here in this bottom little corner. My fingers have disappeared, but there they are. It's over here. Woo, look at it. It's the other corner. It's the other corner. My goodness, I don't know my rights from my lefts. I never learned. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for all of your donations thus far. We really appreciate it. We've got some exciting stuff coming up for you in the future, folks. I'm already seeing support. I'm already seeing some suggestions thrown into the chat. So give us more suggestions. Give us more writers that have a specific voice. I'll give you an example. Stephen King. He's got a specific voice, and he uses it a lot, maybe too much. Keep giving us those storytellers, different type of storytellers. We need more of them. So please keep giving it to us. And we want to, of course, remind you, as always, to you can support Fancy Hobo by liking this video, by subscribing to our channels, whether that's YouTube or Twitch. We are moving along those subscriber goals, so we really appreciate anytime y'all subscribe to our channel. It's really easy. You just click that little Fancy Hobo logo right there in the bottom corner. Great. I think you've heard me talk long enough, right? I can just shut up at this point. And we are going to get to the players for tonight. Are you excited? I'm excited. So everybody give some love in the chat for our very first player of the evening. She plays healer, even in single player games. It's Jack Floyd.
I cast Cure All.
Oh, God, it feels so much better. Thank you so much, Jack. Next up, the human embodiment of a can of soup. It's Kyle Goulston.
It's because I'm full of meat and it takes me years to expire.
And he is just for your family. Next up, 525,600 minutes. That's how you measure Jose Orozco.
Yeah, I really hate rent. So I don't know why I picked that.
It's the first of the month. Workers of the world unite, people. I've been saying this. God, come on. Next up, she's signaling a life-threatening emergency. It's Ishika Muchhal.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Mayday, that's today. Unite. Next up, she's not just the president, she's also a client. It's Holly Scott.
Focus groups have said that nothing's sexier than women with power tools, so let's go.
Buzz indeed. Stay calm. There is nothing wrong with your stream. If you hear a chorus of 1,000 voices screaming, it's just Matt Thomas. There it is. There it is. Say, nothing wrong with that. That's totally normal. Next up, his body is a car and his brain is in the back seat. It's Caleb Fietsam.
No seatbelts for this guy.
No, we live dangerously over here. Next up, he came to perform improv and chew bubblegum, but just ran out of bubblegum. It's Tony Phonethibsavads.
We chewed it all in our pre-show rehearsal.
Yep, we literally did. And finally, he sold his soul for half a cookie. Be sure and boo this next player. It's Robert the Chocolate Bear Heger.
Got back half of it for Pirate Head.
I couldn't hear you over the sea of booze, but you know what? Okay, cool. Now that everyone is here, we are going to get things started. Oh, and my goodness, thank you so much, chat. You are popping it off with the storytellers. We really, really appreciate it. If you want to, you can throw some genres in there as well. Feel free to, by all means. Okay, excellent. We're going to get things started with our very first game of the night, and that's right. It is called Storytellers. Whoa, shock and surprise. The way this game works is that our players are going to be telling one story together, but they are going to be telling it as different storytellers, all to different types of storytellers provided by you in the chat right away. That is amazing. That is absolutely incredible. And actually, I almost forgot to do something. Before we get to this game, this first game, we are actually going to get the suggestion for the game coming up right after this. So we don't need storytellers anymore. We've got plenty of them. That's terrific. The next suggestion I'm going to need for the game after this is rules. We're going to give 3 rules that the players must abide by in a scene. Give me those rules, whether it's like they can only speak in French accents. They can only speak in a thicker French accent. All of those rules can apply. So give me rules that you want to see them abide by in the next scene. Excellent. All right. Moving back to our current game, the game of storytellers. They're all going to tell one story, but they're going to tell it as different storytellers. And they're going to have to pick up exactly where the last person left off. So we're going to get things started. Let's see here. We're going to Jack, we are going to give you our very first. Oh man, I'm getting some already, and this is terrific. Jack, your storyteller is going to be George Orwell. Orwell.
Hooray!
Hooray! Oh yeah, here we go. This is excellent suggestions already. All right, Kyle, your storyteller is Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Switch Bitch, if you know that, Roald Dahl classic, one of my favorites. Terrific. Excellent. Jose, you, my friend, are going to be telling this story as Homer.
Wait. Homer Greek? Homer Simpson.
No, Greek.
Okay.
Greek. Hero's journey and all of that. Excellent. Ishika, you are going to be telling this story as Taylor Swift, as modern age storytellers Taylor Swift, and I'm so excited. Excellent. All right. Let's see here. Ooh, excellent. Holly, we're going to give you a genre. That genre is erotic thriller.
The part I was born to play, baby.
Yeah, amazing. Excellent. Matt, my friend, who are we going to give you? Absolutely, we're going to give you Quentin Tarantino. Caleb, my friend, you are the bard himself, Sir William Shakespeare.
Tis true.
Tis true indeed. Dr. T, oh man, that's a great suggestion. I want to use it for this one. R.L. Stein, the author of The Goosebumps. And finally, we have got a few things in here. Oh yeah, baby. I got this one earlier. This is one of the few suggestions I got for this game earlier. I'm very excited for it. Chaco, you were telling the story as Judd Apatow. Excellent. Players, please change your name to the person that you are currently, so that our audience can tell who you are. Now, the title of this story. What is going to be the title of this story? And the title of this story, I'm going to pull this suggestion from our Instagram. That's right. I'm pulling these suggestions right on air. Holy crap. Who would have thought it? The title of this story is called President Clinton's Love Child. President Clinton's Love Child. That is the title of your story. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are going to start this off as none other than an erotic thriller.
William, as I like to call him, came into the room, half naked, sweat dripping down his voluptuous chest. He looked around, gave that throbbing membrane of his a big push.
And that's, when we got kind of high, and at that point, it all just seemed okay because we were in the moment, and see, moments move forward like a blip in the sea, a wave drifting outward and forward, backward and under, untouched by anything but nature and those that believe in it.
And nature was very familiar to us. He there sat, and so did the pigs in the corner. And surprisingly, they looked very similar. They talked over a nice glass of wine. Yes, well into the night did they discuss who really earned the profit from
that dirty witch Circe, the very same that had turned them into pigs. And they decided that although they thought her very attractive, they must still kill her.
But when the pigs walked in, I knew he was trouble when he walked in. Shame on me that...
These people come in here with all of their profits. They're pigs. They're coming in and they're telling us what to do. They can go fuck themselves. They can get the fuck out of here. Take your
stuff and get out of my giant peach that I live in. This is my giant peach. You get out and take all the little talking insects with you because I don't like
you, William. William was depressed, and he said, "Citizens, beware. You're in for a scare." And he reached for that bottle of wine that turned out. It was actually green and bubbly. This was not wine at all. This was monster.
You're muted.
He drank with one gulp this monstrous monster energy drink that he had and looked at Hillary's eyes and the pigs and immediately knew that it was on that night. But what she
didn't know that the drink had been laced with LSD, and he was kind of a dick, but he'll eventually.
Alack, the world as I see it is being transformed into something. The spirits are coming out, he cried. William cried into the night. The stars, they twist and turn, and the sky and the sea, it moves as one.
And although his drink had been laced, he knew that he just had to shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
And although he could not shake off that feeling, the one which the gods had bestowed upon him, he knew that as the hero of Athens, he must do what he can to stop it.
And go back to that giant peach, because it was so big and so magical and wonderful. And he'd never seen a peach of that size, and honestly, he might never again. So I gotta go get
this peach. You know what they call a peach in Paris? They call it a giant fuzz. Yeah, they got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the fuck a giant peach is.
That's the end of the chapter. Okay, this is the end of the chapter. That is the end of the chapter. Matt, as the person who finished the chapter, I guess what's the second half of this story? The second half of the story is called something. What is it called?
A whisper of truth.
A whisper of truth. A whisper of truth. All right, excellent. This is the dramatic conclusion of the what is this? What is this? The love child of President Clinton? Yes. All right, and we're going to start things back off with George Orwell.
But William could hear a whisper of truth in his mind, and it said that Monica was in fact missing. For a moment, there was great alarm. it was feared that the men and the pigs may have harmed her in some way or even carried her off.
To a nice, large bedroom with many pillows and many, many
moaning men. But, when he saw that Monica was missing, he said, I've got a blank space.
Or all these moaning men. But these moaning men were puppets! It was the night
of the great god of deception, William Clinton. And it was then that he came down and spoke upon them and said,
have you seen this peach? It's huge. It's enormous. It's, I say, giant.
And Bill, he finally learned his lesson, and he came of age at the tender age of 49, because that is always the most important time.
In a young human's life, the age of man, the age of the aged, this older spirits bring on knowledge and wisdom.
And feet.
Game scene! Game scene! Woo! Didn't know we were going to get called out. You feel called out, Quentin? You feel called out? You better feel called out. You weirdo. That was the game of storytellers. Terrific job, all. Terrific job. That was fantastic. That was hilarious. Oh my gosh, so many good ones. All right, we're going to move on to our next game. Our next game is called Three Rules. It is for Kyle, it is for Jose, and it is for Dr. T. Get on in here, you three. The way Three Rules works is like this. These players are going to have to do a scene based on a suggestion, but at the same time, they must adhere to three rules at all times. And I am so excited for some of these. These are really great. Some of these suggestions are really, really great. We're going to take Gaby Baby Maybe a suggestion. You are going to have to end every sentence in an obnoxious upward inflection. So end every sentence in an obnoxious upward inflection. We're also going to take Resolute Fitness's suggestion on YouTube. At all times, high levels of irrational social anxiety. High levels of irrational social anxiety. And, ooh, baby, what else do we have here? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Sure, because I think it's classy. Leah on YouTube suggested you all have to be smoking a pipe. You all have to be smoking a pipe. So get those spacework pipes out there. Excellent. So must be smoking a pipe at all time. High levels of irrational social anxiety. Oh, Jesus Christ. Excellent. And finally, you must end every sentence with an upward inflection. And that is tonight's game. But not only do you get that, you also get a suggestion on top of that. And our suggestion came from Instagram. Your suggestion is mixing M&Ms and Skittles in the same bowl. That is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready for this chaos. Then let's play.
I'm telling you, it's poppycock.
I know it's poppycock.
Do you really?
I think that it's poppycock, but if you are going to hate me for not thinking that it's poppycock, then I'm not going to think it's poppycock anymore because I will defer to you.
Well, if you think I hate you, then that's just not right, and I'd like to fix that, maybe?
Well, I don't hate either of you, because isn't Skittles and just M&Ms just people on the outside?
You really think you can compare M&Ms to Skittles?
I don't really want to take a side in this debate, but I feel like if I'm silent, then you'll notice.
That's the only chance we have. We're just trying to fit into each other.
Okay. I admit it. Sometimes I do it, okay? Sometimes I mix them.
Well, I like when you mix them.
I don't mind it either. if I did, I wouldn't say anything.
I just wasn't sure if my two best friends would maybe accept me for doing it.
Of course we would. Aren't we all just trying to fit in?
I hope you're being honest when you call me your best friend, but I feel like I see you hanging out with other people a lot, and I don't really do that. And all I eat is Milky Ways.
I didn't want to admit that you guys are the closest people in my life. And so I tried to go hang out with other people to prove that I didn't need you. But really, I need you more than anything.
Well, aren't you just happy we're in the same apartment together?
I love being in this apartment, but I'll never express that verbally, except for now, because I've been sucking on this pipe a lot.
I think that these drugs maybe are helping us open up a little more.
And I think we should mix our drugs together because, yeah, we're smoking from the same pipe.
Along with the M&Ms.
I always thought you guys would realize how close to me I thought you were when I would actually put my lips on the same pipe as you and share your germs.
Maybe we could get rid of the pipes altogether and just kiss as a group of three?
You really mean that?
I think we could maybe do it platonically and it wouldn't be weird.
Of course.
Game scene. Game scene. I don't know why intense movement was also a rule in that game. But apparently everyone must had to consistently, constantly move. That was ridiculous. Oh, yes. So it manifests in different ways. That was hilarious. Good job, all. Good job. All right. Excellent. Absolutely incredible. We are going to move on to our next game. Our next game is a brand new game invented by Jack Floyd herself. And she is in this game. So let me get Jack, Holly, and Matt on here for the game of You're Muted. You're muted. You're muted. You've been muted this whole time. That's the name of the game. So the way this game works is that these three players are having a Zoom call. Whoa, it's almost like real life. But one of them is muted and will not be able to unmute themselves. That person is going to be Jack. And she is going to have to get our other two players to guess three very specific things. She saw someone doing something at a very specific location. And the game is not over until they guess all three of them or their Zoom account runs out. So Matt and Holly, I'm gonna need you to take off your mute the thing so you can't hear. Can't hear? Okay, great. All right, Jack, here we go.
Yes.
This one, who did you see? Comes from Katie on Facebook. You saw Nicolas Cage.
Oh, okay.
You saw Nicolas Cage. Yep.
Great.
Great.
Okay,
And where
Nicolas
did you see Nicolas Cage? Yeah, where did you see Nicolas Cage? You saw them at the swap meet. At the swap meet. That comes from Erica on Instagram. Thank you so much, Erica. And finally, what were they doing? They were doing a jigsaw puzzle. They were doing a jigsaw puzzle.
Love it. Love
That's
it.
from Kyle on Facebook. So can we just get a recap of those things?
Yes. I need to tell that my friends that I saw Nick Cage at a swap meet doing a jigsaw puzzle.
Yes, indeed you will. And okay, excellent. So let's bring our players. Oh God, I just hit my mic. Let's bring our players back in here by waving our arms. Woo! All right, you can hear us again, players. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So just to remind you, you do have to. Jack saw a person doing a specific thing at a specific location, and she's going to have to communicate that to you while muted this entire time. But this is no ordinary Zoom call because we also get a suggestion for what type of Zoom call this is, and you three are doing Zoom couples therapy. Zoom couples therapy. That is what you are doing. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Then let's play.
Now, Todd, I know this is difficult for you to talk about with Angela, but I really do think that you need to be more open about your feelings
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to be open when I know that she saw something and she hasn't told me what it is.
Well, Angela, would you like to share with us together? If you're muted, Angela. I'm sorry, you're muted on the call, and I think it's very important that we all talk about this. So you need to tell us who this person is, so we can. I guess we'll just have to guess it, Todd. I'm sorry, but this is unorthodox. Right. But we'll try. It's very important. Okay, yeah.
I saw the person shape. She was doing a person shape thing. I guess it's good to start to learn how to communicate non-verbally.
Great, yeah, very important skill to learn. Yes.
Now she looks mad at me. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, the person I believe is a film person.
Or it's Donkey Kong getting ready to punch. One of the two.
Maybe. I mean, that's good evaluation.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Todd. But I think we're going to get away from that analysis. Go with the film aspect of it. Yes. It's a 2-word movie, and the first one is
water. Like
no, it's a harp of some kind, like a harp player.
This is just like her to break down the words like right away.
Yeah.
This is burglary. Oh no, not a Oh, the windowsill where you get like a pie.
Yes, in a pie, it could be very much so. Money. Yes, financial. I will expect payment after this call, Todd and Angela.
Of course, she just makes everything about money.
Yeah.
Yes. We know it's the second word.
Yes, we understand.
This isn't too different than what it's like at home. It's heavy.
Yes.
Boom. Yes. Like a treasure chest.
Chest. Smiling.
Treasure.
A
person with treasure. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, you saw Nicolas Cage, did you? Well, that is important to know. Because
that's my favorite actor, and you didn't say anything?
Oh, this communication is not good in a relationship, and I am very qualified to understand this. You need to tell someone when you run into Nicolas Cage.
All right, where was it? It better be somewhere that I had no way to get to.
Your anger is showing, Todd. Please restrain yourself. Restrain yourself. Okay.
Back to that pie on the windowsill.
I know. It's difficult.
They're trading windowsill pies.
This seems to be, in my professional opinion,
like
a swap meet. They're swapping back and forth things. I got my degree in psychology from a swap meet, so I know this to be true.
All right. Yeah, what on earth was Nick Cage doing at a swap meet?
We don't know.
Yes, Angela, I would like to know, and I could read your lips when you said that.
You can't hear you because you're muted, but I can feel your anger through the Zoom call, and I need you to bring it down to a 6, like we talked.
Your free Zoom account ends in 45 seconds.
We're going to have to wrap this up. I'm so sorry. I didn't pay the premium bill. So let's get to this. This
swimming
here.
Planting a seed in the water. We only have 45 seconds because our doctor has a very small account.
I have another account that I need to see.
500. It's a puzzle. It's a jigsaw puzzle. Who's doing a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle at the swap meet? And you didn't invite me, Nicolas Cage, at the swap meet. There is no communicating that will solve this.
That's all the time we have this week. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, now you're back off mute.
Oh, well, darn.
Game scene. Too real. Too real. Excellent. I too got my degree at a swap meet. So that's relatable, I guess. All right, moving on to our very next game. Our next game is for Kyle. It's for Caleb. It's for Chaco, and it's for Jose. Get on in here. This game is called YouTube Movie Review. One of these players is going to be a YouTuber movie reviewer. Ooh, that was interesting and hard to say. And who is that player going to be? It's going to be none other than Robert the Chocolate Bear Heger. That's right. And Thiago is going to be reviewing a movie for us. And at any time, he could do a bunch of things. He can show us the scene again in French. He can go to a different scene. He can show us the director's commentary. He can show us absolutely any special features that we'd normally see on like a Blu-ray or like, what is it, a 4K Ultra HD thing that that nobody buys anymore. Nobody buys those.
The quality is there, Tony. The quality is there.
I don't need another copy of the complete like Lord of the Rings trilogy. I don't need another copy of it. All right, players. So this is this game, and you get the title of the movie. The title of the movie comes to us from Maddie on Instagram. It is The Suitcase Under My Bed. The Suitcase Under My Bed. Sounds interesting. All right, players. This is the game of YouTube movie review. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then let's play.
Hello, viewers, and it's me, Shades McMichaels, and welcome to my nostalgia movie review hour, where we review all the coolest Blu-rays out there. And now I got the coolest one here. Shoot. I wish I could. Oh, where is my? I think I left that Blu-ray somewhere. Oh, wait. Yeah, here it is. Oh. Ah, yes, The Suitcase Under My Bed. I accidentally left this one under my bed, but it's all right. It's all good. Now, this movie, it's gonna take you for a 2-hour insane ride. And I'm there for it. But first I think you need to see the opening scene when all the protagonists really get together and realize what's going on.
I've never seen a more disgusting display in my life.
This is unbelievable.
I worked really hard on the macaroni art, Dads.
Listen, kid. You used white glue. This is a rubber cement family.
This is unbelievable.
I just wanted to make you guys proud, Dads,
Boy, where did you get that white glue?
This unbelievable.
I just found it outside on the
Don't lie to me, boy! Where did you get that white glue?
Dad gave it to me.
This is unbelievable.
Oh man, his dad gave it to him. I was so blown away when I saw that. See, that's the thing. You think it's going to be one thing, like a family drama, and then it makes a switch into a crime thriller. Oh man, so many twists and turns. You just don't see it coming. And see, right, the best part is when they actually plan the heist. But see, I love it because I actually do it in Russian. So, I have the subtitles, but I use Russian because it makes it sound more serious. You know what they're up to. Let's go to it.
No, es Goulston, me conozco.
Sorry, sorry, my bad. That's actually Norwegian. That's Norwegian. Sorry, but it's cool. It's cool. I think you got the point of it. But here's the best part, because then there's another twist, and it becomes a horror movie, and that's when the suitcase. That's when it opens up, and that's when you find out what's inside the suitcase. It opens up. Oh man, it just opened up right now. Uh-oh.
Dads?
You weren't supposed to see this.
You've kept this from me all these years?
I'm sorry, son.
How could you do this to me? All this glue.
You think this was easy for us? Huh? Holding on to this glue?
Now let's pause on his face. Let's pause on the father's face. Now see the emotion. Look at that. Look at the tears coming down. Just it's so amazing. Just the emotional grace. Now if you do it even slower, I'm going to do it in 0.25%. The scene, the emotion flows when it's even slower.
You beat me over this.
They're just so rough.
Don't use your age as an excuse, Dad.
This is unbelievable.
All this time.
I needed to feel something.
It's so haunted. It's so haunted. And that's actually what's even more haunted is the director's commentary. Because this affected him. It tortured him. It tortured the director on the inside, and you can hear it. You can hear it. Let's just turn it on right now during the scene. Oh, forgot the director's commentary. Let me put that up again.
I need you.
The fathers didn't know that they were actually playing my fathers. After all these years of my macaroni art being criticized because of the type of glue I used, I went to therapy for years and years, trying to just get over the phrases that I would hear over and over and over. It was always rubber cement. It was always, it was just really hard to process until I made this movie. Just going through it was like it was breaking through that trauma for me, the PTSD that the glue gave me. It took a long time, but this movie was really essential to healing.
Oh man, that's what it's all about. It's about trauma. Look at the trauma. Look at the emotion. And that's what movies are about, man. And that's what movies are all about. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my Movie Power Hour. And remember, always support Blu-rays. Because, Blu-rays.
Game scene. I have never heard a more compelling argument for Blu-rays in my entire life. But I support Blu-rays because, Blu-rays. It checks out. I'm sold. All right, before we move on to our next game, we just want to remind you that we are still taking some donations. So if you would like to donate to us, head to Venmo, send in any size donation to @Fancy Hobo Improv. Get a shout out right in the middle of the show. And I'll be your friend. That's awesome, right? Aren't we awesome? And we can be friends. Please, someone be my friend. And we're also going to need our next suggestion. So it is time for our next suggestion. And what I need now from you in the comments, flood me with tons and tons and tons of people or characters that have unique voices or traits that you want to see like impersonated, essentially. Everybody says Christopher Walken. Everybody wants to hear Christopher Walken. I do terrible walking, but our players are going to be playing a game in which that changes constantly throughout the scene. So give us lots of people, either characters that have iconic voices. They can be celebrities that have iconic voices. Just give me all of them in the chat. All right, we're going to move on to our next game. And our next game, as a matter of fact, is called Scene to Music. Scene to Music is for Dr. T, it's for Ishika, and it is for Chocolate Bear. So get on in here. Scene to Music goes like this. These three players are going to be doing a scene, and at any time, I'm going to change the music that is playing behind them. They're going to have to match the feel of the scene to the feel of the music. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very, very excited for this. So, players, you do get a suggestion, and I'm actually going to take this one from the chat. That's right. Let's see. What am I going to take? Your suggestion is, oh no, I'm already seeing some of these for the next game, and oh boy, howdy. Your suggestion is spy. I'll take that one word and pull it from the chat. Spy is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's play.
It's incredulous.
Yes.
I really can't believe it.
I'm stumped. I
know. Like one would have never thought about this before if they had not said it to us.
You know, but I'm feeling really good about being stumped. Like, I haven't had a challenge for a while.
Exactly.
You two are from that organization.
Of course we're from that organization, and we're proud to be from that organization.
Very proud.
And you couldn't have arrived at a better time. Yes.
I agree. Because, you know, even though we're stumped, it's not gonna last forever. We will find a solution. We will find the answer. I promise you here today.
Well, I'm glad, because my crew has drunk all the grog.
How dare they drink all the grog?
It's like someone's trying to sabotage us.
I can't believe who would destroy our mission like that.
Sabotage, eh? It could be one of us. It could be any one of us.
Now that you say that, it pretty much could be any one of us. I mean, like, maybe it was me. I don't know.
Oh, are you saying you?
I think we all need to know each other a little bit better now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could play a little game of truth or dare.
Oh. I'll go first.
Okay.
Dare.
Ooh.
Anything. And I mean anything.
Drink all the grog.
Oh, I'll drink that grog, alright.
Yeah?
I drank all that grog and now I really need to use the restroom.
You know, just from like seeing you drink all the grog, I'm feeling a little nauseous too.
You know, I really wanted that, but it's all right. You know, I just feel we're just cruising out here. It's just a good day.
Oh, it's too sunny to enjoy this day. I'm feeling dehydrated.
You're right.
Well, that makes sense.
You're absolutely right. Oh my god, I don't know how you drank that grog. It's absolutely nasty.
Just gotta come to terms I'm not 23 anymore.
You have not been 23 for about 15 years.
Oh, don't remind me.
Miss the days of our youth.
We shouldn't let old age stop us, though.
Right, we have a mission to accomplish.
That's right.
And we're the only ones. We don't need our youth if we have each other.
And I'm feeling a little less stumped right now. I feel like if we all join together, put a little bit of our brain with a little bit of your brain, with a little bit of your brain, we can create a tri-brain trifecta that will solve this problem.
Answers right in front of us this whole time.
Yes. Teamwork and harmony.
Teamwork is the answer.
We just need to take off our sunglasses.
I've never felt more motivated before. That with you two by my side, we can conquer the world.
Just like in the academy. On three.
Scene. Oh, good. The old days of the Academy. There was that one guy who made all the noises. He was hilarious. Anyway, great job, players. Great job. That is a Police Academy reference. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to move on to our next game. And holy crap, what a bunch of suggestions you have given me. Our next game is called Change of Cast. And this is for Holly. It's for Matt. It's for Caleb. Get on out here. Oh, yeah. Players, you've got quite the task ahead of you. So the way Change of Cast works is that these players are going to be doing a scene, and at any moment, I can change who they are. I can completely change who they are, and they must continue the scene as that person, that character, or that whatever I give them. All right. But your suggestion for the scene is going to come from Kyle on Facebook. He gave you the suggestion of a 20-sided die. A 20-sided die is your suggestion. Players, are you ready for the game of Change of Cast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then let's play.
I'm sorry, I don't know what initiative is. You have to. I'm very confused.
Holly, you are now Elmer Fudd.
I wanted to play the game, but I don't think I want to play it anymore. I'd rather be hunting rabbits.
John, you said your sister.
Caleb,
would
you are now
play the
Bane
game.
from Batman.
John, you said your sister would play the game and not complain.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mom said she had to come. So
Matt, you are going to be oh no, you are going to be the 90s movie trailer voice guy.
In a room where we were supposed to be having fun playing Dungeons and Dragons, one mother would ruin it all by making my sister come along.
I don't mind if she's here. I just think that she should play with us.
I also think I should play with you as well.
Holly, you are now just a regular old toddler.
I think that if you let me play the game, then we could like go play Candyland later, and then we could get a popsicle. Please, please.
I think that's a great.
Caleb, you are now an old-timey prospector from 1849.
I think that's a great idea.
This summer, I will not be playing Candyland.
But Candyland is a fun game. You said you liked it last year. You said it, big brother. You said it.
It's one of the funnest games there is. Shoo.
Matt, you are now the Hulk trying to talk normal so no one realizes he's the Hulk.
Oh, yeah, me say I like it, but you know, it just, me too smart to play a game like Candyland.
Holly, Bernie Sanders.
You're too smart, are you? Well, if you're so smart, then why can't you fix the budgets? Why can't you fix poverty? Why can't you fix these things, big brother? I don't think you understand how important these things are, big brother. I don't think you understand everything at all.
Caleb, you are now Smeagol.
Smeagol doesn't know about that, but what if the three of us combines the games Candylands and D&Ds together?
Yeah, very good solution. I think we can do this.
We mash.
Yes. We will take the resources from one pot and use the resources from another pot and share.
Holly, you are Gilbert Gottfried.
And then we'll have a good time. And then I'll go out there and give some donuts to children.
It likes this idea. It likes this idea.
When I was
Matt,
trying to play this game later.
Matt, you are now Hulk Hogan.
What?
All right, sister. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. We're gonna play some D&D, sister. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of Candyland to appease you.
Caleb, you are now Sean Connery playing Bane from Batman.
So I just strong together. As long as we are united in our attempts, then we will emerge from the shadows.
This guy talks weirder than me, big brother.
Holly, you are now Jennifer Tilly.
And I know a little thing or two about being weird. By the way, can we play poker? I'm better at poker.
Well, I think we could add that to the game, yes.
There's no time for poker. We gotta drink your milk, take your vitamins, and let all the Hulkamaniacs out there know that we're gonna play a wholesome game tonight.
Everyone is now the Twilight Zone guy.
When thinking about game nights, we have to look at two options. One, an overzealous brother. Two, a friend that comes over. And a third option, someone that comes into the house, the little sister in the Twilight Zone.
They thought they would play a normal game, but it was more than that.
Imagine, if you will, 3 people in a basement trying to play a game, one of whom does not want to play the same game as the rest of them. And they're working together to form some sort of compromise. Can they find a compromise? Is it even possible?
And now everyone is the Hulk trying to talk normal so no one realizes he's the Hulk.
Me thinks that all of the games can be played together.
Me think purple pants is pretty.
Me agree.
Right-to-yo. Cheerio, Governor.
Game scene. Oh, that is maybe my favorite suggestion I think I've ever gotten. Thank you so much, Austin, for the suggestions. And thank you everyone who gave us suggestions. Man, y'all did an absolutely terrific job. So many iconic voices in here. Incredible. That's an incredible game and incredible. Thank you, crowd. You're incredible. All right, we're moving on to our next game. Our next game is called Genre Replay. Genre Replay. This is for Ishika, Holly, and Jack. Get on in here. All right, ladies. So the way Genre Replay works is like this. These players are going to be doing a scene, and then we're going to see that same scene done in a style of film and in a style of television. And I'm very, very excited to see this. So players, your suggestion for the first scene that does not have a genre to it comes from Casey on Facebook. Give me the suggestion of nuns. Nuns is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's play.
I also love that Holly's still has erotic thriller.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. All right, we're going to try this one more time. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's do it.
I'm so sorry to have to break the news, but St. Agatha's is going to have to close.
Oh, St. Agatha's has been my home for so many years.
Yes.
I've been at St. Agatha since I could remember.
Your name is even Agatha, Sister Agatha.
Yes.
But
it defines my very life.
But unfortunately, there's just no more funds, and I'll have to go to another archdiocese.
Sister Mary, Sister Judith, please, there's something we can do.
Yes.
We could do a fundraiser outside and ask people to donate some food and money. That always works, right?
That's an excellent idea, Sister Judith Agatha. I really appreciate this idea.
Thank you.
But I there's only so much that the town is willing to give.
But Sister Mary, we have sustained the town for so long. I'm sure that they will be able to help us in our time of need as we help them in their time of need.
People don't like the Catholic Church much anymore, Sister Judith Agatha.
But they don't like the priests. Do they not like the nuns either?
Sister Mary, I plead. I believe that I can make apple pies so good that good Christian people from across the land will come, will have, and will give.
Then go, my child. Go and bake that pie and have a song in your heart as you save St. Agatha's.
For Saint Agatha's.
For Saint Agatha's.
Scene. Excellent. All right, players. Now we're going to see that same scene done in a style given to us by Brennan on Instagram. Gave you the suggestion of a young adult adventure. A young adult adventure. I am so excited to see all these these old nuns as young adults. Players, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then let's do it.
Becky, Agnes, I'm sorry to tell you, but the Babysitters Club is going to have to close.
No, Maris, this has been our life for all of high school.
I know.
Literally, like, that is my existence. I don't know who I am. Well, I don't know who I am in general, but like, I don't know who I am without the club.
Becky even changed her last name to Babysitter. Becky Babysitter. But
It's like my identity.
unfortunately, there's just no money to save the Babysitters Club right now. I'm sorry.
But why? I mean, can't other people bring their babies and like help us like we help them?
Yeah, there must be a way.
It's strange, but nobody likes babysitters anymore. They just don't like us.
Okay, I know they don't like tutors, but really they don't like babysitters either? I mean, like, how can the parents go and have a fun time if not for babysitters?
Maris, trust me, I'm gonna show them that I can make the coolest little fortune teller things. And then good parents from across the land will want me to babysit for them. All of us.
Then go. And you make that origami foldy thing and you make it the best you can, because that's what's gonna save the Babysitters Club.
And have the club music going in your head all the time. Let it inspire you.
Yes, for the Babysitters Club.
For the Babysitters
Club.
Scene. All right. Excellent players. Now your final genre that you're going to do this in. I don't remember who suggested this on Instagram, but they definitely want to see this done as a heist movie. Players, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then let's do it.
All right, listen up. There's no more gigs after this one. This is the last job we pull. You got that?
Last job. I've been a part of this team for near 2 decades. And you're saying we're breaking it off?
Jemina, I don't know what to do with my life if not plan these heists. I've
Sammy,
literally escaped jail like 10 times. I don't know what else to do.
Sammy the driver, your last name is even the driver now, so I understand. But, you know, people just don't like being robbed anymore. Turns out.
You know, I get why they don't like the people who wear all like the fancy shit and go rob people.
Yeah.
But like, we're like ninjas. We go in there smooth and get out so smooth, so fast, so suave, no one ever knows.
There's just no more money left to steal. Then there's no more money. I don't know what I can do.
Nah. I'll show you. I'm gonna film our heist and make a movie about it and sell it to the masses. Good cinema goers from across the land are gonna beg for heists.
Yeah, I can get on board with this.
We could put
Yeah,
up the black market.
yeah, I think with this could work. You go out there and you make a movie about heists, and you make the best movie that there ever was. And then we'll go rob the movie theater.
All in the name of the Heist Club.
For the Heist Club.
For the
Heist Club.
Game scene. You sons of bitches, I'm in. Nice job, players. Excellent work. Excellent work. Excellent work. All right. Moving on. Before we move on to our next game, actually, we are going to need more suggestions. And if you like tonight's show so far, you might want to consider donating. Head to Venmo. Donate to us at Fancy Hobo Improv. We really, really appreciate it. It makes sure that we get much more, there's going to be some really awesome things happening right here on this YouTube channel. And we're going to need a little equipment for that. So your donations help us do bigger and better things, especially as we return to the space. And we really, really appreciate all of them. Thank you so much for that. All right, it's time to move on to our next suggestion. Are you ready for the next suggestion? Give me a noun. Noun city. Here we are. We're sitting in it all day long. A person, a place, a thing. Anything that you would like to see, just put it in that chat and we might use it in our last game of the night. All right, let's move on to the next game. The next game is called New Choice. It is for Ishika, it is for Kyle, and it's for Dr. T. Get on in here, you three. The way New Choice works is like this. These players are going to do a scene, and anytime I don't like what they say, I can say New Choice, and they have to come up with something completely different. God, I wish life was like this, right? You know, I go to the bank, and they're like, I'm sorry, sir, you're overdrawn. And I'm like, New Choice. And they're like, please put your hands behind your head. Anyway, so this suggestion comes to you from Brennan on Instagram. Gave you the suggestion of the scene of Muscle Beach. Muscle Beach. Is it a beach made of mussels? Who knows? Let's find out. Players, you ready?
Yes.
Then let's play.
You know, I've been working my triceps, and I know.
New choice.
You know, I've been using a lot of dumbbells lately. Yeah. And I'm slowly starting to see like a little bit of muscle mass. And it makes me really proud.
I was noticing your muscle mass. I was thinking that muscle is gaining mass.
Kyle, new thing that you've noticed.
I was noticing that your teeth are a lot cleaner now.
Kyle, new thing that you've noticed.
I was noticing that your forehead extends all the way to the back of your head. It's sort of like a whole, almost like a sidewalk on your head.
I know, right? You know, I was laying down the other day and someone legitimately tried to walk on my head.
That's nuts. That's so rude.
Right?
I'd never walk on your head.
You know, Jeremy, I really appreciate that.
I appreciate that you appreciate it. And I mean it when I say that I wouldn't walk on your head because, well, I kind of want to walk on your heart. Wait, no.
Kyle, new thing that you want to walk on.
I want to walk on your feet so that when you when I walk, you can just kind of go with me like you're underneath.
Kyle, new thing you want to walk on.
I want to walk on your muscle mass. It looks as though it's very buoyant and I would sort of have a good time on there.
Kyle, new thing you want to walk on.
I want to walk on the sand of this beach. It looks really comfortable and I want it between the toes.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, you know how when you're wearing tennis shoes and you walk on the beach and all the sand gets into the tennis shoes? Like, I want that feeling when I sit in my car to just dust off all the sand.
You. Too much mouth workout, not enough leg workout.
New choice.
Excuse me. May I have your autograph?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey. Oh my god. I want you to sign my chest.
Sure. I always carry a Sharpie
really
for this.
Flat, because I'm not muscular like you.
Well, hey,
yeah.
You know.
Let me just intentionally.
Ouch! Ow!
New reaction, Dr. T. New reaction, Dr. T.
Cold. Your hands are so cold.
It's the dumbbells.
Because they're made of metal. Super cold.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's just what happens when you have an excellent body like we do.
Yeah. You know, we've been taking so many steroids and protein shakes.
New choice, Ishika.
You know, I've been hitting the gym every day at 2 a.m.
New choice, Ishika.
You know, I just go for a walk with my dog, and my dog is so fast that I just like get in shape running after my dog.
Wow. Well, I'm a cat owner, and that must be why I'm so scrawny.
Yeah, that's definitely it. You know what I think you should do? We'll take that cat off your hands.
New thing you think he should do, Kyle?
I think that you should trade places with your cat for a week, sort of, walk in their shoes, and the cat does all your stuff, and then
new suggestion, Kyle.
I think that you should eat your cat. You should chop it up into bits, or just swallow it whole.
New suggestion, Kyle.
Yeah, I think you should spray paint your cat green and then hang it from a cloud in the sky, and everyone will say, "Whoa, is that a UFO?" And you'll be like, "No, it's my green cat."
Yeah, it's like that cat right there. Do you see it? Do you see it? Of course you don't see it, because it's painted and it's in the sky, so no one can tell.
You really think I can reach the clouds?
Yeah.
New choice, Dr. T.
You really think green is a good color for a cat?
New choice, Dr. T.
You really think that cats and paint will help me get buff?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's
what
the
worked for
secret
us.
ingredient.
Game scene. You heard it here, folks. Cats and green paint make you buff. You trying to get some gains? Green paint and cats. All right. Excellent players. Excellent job. All right, we're moving on to our next game, which is another brand new game. Oh, shit. This one is brought to you by none other than Matt Thomas. This game is called Frame the Blank. This is for Choco, it is for Matt, and it is for Jack. Get on in here, you three. Now, the way Frame the Blank works is like this. There's all three of these people are detectives. Two of them are crooked detectives. No surprise there. And one of them is the straight-laced cop. The two crooked cops are trying to get the one non-crooked cop to guess two things. They're trying to frame a person for a crime. But each crooked cop has a different person they're trying to frame and a different crime that they're trying to frame them for. And for this, we don't need your suggestions. As a matter of fact, the players are going to challenge themselves. So who is going to be our straight-laced detective? That is going to be none other than Robert the Chocolate Bear Heger. Robert the Chocolate Bear Heger, take off those headphones so you cannot hear anything. Excellent. All right. So here we go. Matt, this is your game. You're going to go first. Give Jack who she is trying to frame.
She's trying to frame Patty Mayonnaise from Nickelodeon's Doug.
Patty Mayonnaise from Nickelodeon's Doug. Excellent. Excellent. And Jack, you get to have your revenge on Matt right now. Who is Matt trying to frame?
Matt is trying to frame Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Excellent. All right. Now, Matt, what is Jack trying to frame Patty Mayonnaise? What's the crime that she's trying to frame her for?
Gerbil smuggling.
Yes. Oh yeah. Gerbil smuggling. gerbil smuggling. And Jack, finally, what is Matt trying to frame Whoopi Goldberg for?
Setting all the clocks back an hour.
Setting all the clocks back an hour. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So just to recap before we go on, Jack, who are you trying to set up and for what?
I am trying to set up the fictional character from Doug, Patty Mayonnaise, for the crime of smuggling gerbils.
Yep.
Great.
Sounds perfectly hard. And Matt?
I'm trying to frame Whoopi Goldberg for the fact that she's behind setting the clocks back an hour.
Amazing. Perfect. Yes. Okay. So let's bring Choco back in here by waving our arms. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shout out to Pizza Goblin for the comment of, it's a comedy show because there's a non-crooked cop. Yowza, look at that social commentary. That's a spicy meatball. Okay. And our crooked cops are going to get our non-crooked cop to guess this using different clues that they find on the crime scene and different things. All right, players, are you ready for the game of Frame the Blank?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then let's play.
Still hungover.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have to do any heavy lifting today, but I got your back.
Yeah. We got this all put together. We made it really easy for you, detective. Really, you're just this is gonna be like paint by numbers for solving this case. Easy win.
Sounds good, but I should probably go over the evidence myself, together at least,
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's going to go smooth. Like, we're just going to spread it on, and it's going to be easy.
Spread like butter.
Yeah, or other spreadable things, yeah.
Butter's a good one. Now take a look at this. This whole like view you got here. There's just a lot of interesting evidence here, isn't there?
Yeah, really, really interesting. I'm so interested in all this evidence.
No, don't look at that view. Don't look at that. Don't mind.
Not a good view.
What I think is better over here is that I think this guy had some hamburgers or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't see any buns, but I do see some evidence of hamburgers.
Hamburgers? What about like hot dogs? Is it just like a whole like picnic barbecue?
No, just specifically the hamburgers, but I don't really see any buns.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's odd.
That buns.
It feels like it's probably, if there's no buns, I mean, is it even really hamburgers? Or, I don't know where these ghost buns are, but if you had to guess, I would say that hamburgers got nothing to do with this, right?
No hamburgers. All right.
Now,
then what does it? Then what? If there's not hamburgers, then what is?
I think that this individual was very animated. There's a bunch of chaos about the scene, as we can tell, right? And you know what? I feel like it might have been a woman. That's just where I'm leaning. Basically, you can see by this evidence. You get this hairband right here.
Clearly, it's 100% this crime was committed by a woman
with hamburgers.
Yeah, and I want to make this clear because I don't want to get crazy here. We're talking about a real human woman, all right? No matter what the evidence says, you just intuitively know that it's a human woman that really exists.
Agreed. I think that it's perhaps a fictional person that has been brought to life.
How would that be possible?
Well, it's if they've been brought to life, then they're real. So I can't mess with those rules. But I mean, we have to figure who did this, though. I mean, we at least know the gender of the perpetrator appears.
Yeah, I guess we can agree on one thing.
But I don't know what.
Now,
I'm still not confused about what. I mean, like hamburgers and interesting views, like.
Well, if you break the hamburger, it's not a nice pink. No, it's the color purple. That's not the color a hamburger is supposed to be.
Color purple, that's disgusting. Don't worry about that. The hamburgers or the meat inside the hamburgers specifically or anything like that. Forget I said that. I found some new evidence. I found a hole here that's been dug.
A hole?
Yes, this hole has been dug really deep. I think that this animated fictional character came out of this dug hole. Yes. This female character came out of this. No, it was.
Look at this chair. It's a weird chair. Watch what
That is
happens when I sit on it. There's some sort of cushion, a specific cushion that makes it sound like I farted.
Oh, a whoopee cushion.
Don't listen to him.
You seem to be both giving me good advice.
Come on, officer.
Come on. Who do you think? Who do you think did this?
So obviously, Bugs Bunny put a whoopee cushion underneath my seat.
No, dude.
The cushion is a clue.
Dude. Who does that make you think of?
Look, she's going crazy. It's like
I am going crazy because that tune, it's familiar, but
you could never tell what she's trying to do. It's like she's never even seen her sister act. What she's trying to.
Oh yes.
No.
She's trying to say.
Oh, I think I figured this out. Whoopee.
Whoopee.
Don't say it.
Goldberg.
Dang.
She was the perpetrator.
Yes, she was.
And she ate meatless hamburgers.
No.
I mean, bunless hamburgers.
It's a much worse crime. A much worse crime. That
she destroyed bread?
This, inadvertently, I think she brought that these things helped bread be destroyed. Yes.
That's right. You're supposed to cook the bread for 2 hours, and someone checked on it 3 hours later because that's what they thought their timer was telling them.
Or they were busy taking care of small animals. Small animals that they weren't allowed to have.
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg's dealing in exotic pets?
Yes. She's taking them, she put them in a bag and she's sneaking them around.
And it's to distract from her real crime. Where she has changed the policy of this country since World War I. Every fall.
No, Whoopi Goldberg was not around during World War I, so that's where you fall apart. This is definitely her, these creatures. You've had one when you were a child. I know it, officer. Don't you remember? No, it's I think you had it briefly as maybe food for the snake.
Oh, yes, a cat.
Wow, what a snake. No.
You fed your snake cats?
Forget about it. Yes, a rat. No, a rat. A mouse.
In the animal, in that family. In that family. But
a mouse, a rat.
Much cuter.
Wait a second.
Gerbil.
No.
Yes. So what did she do with gerbils?
She relates them to mice that hickory dickory dock run up the
wall.
No!
Then when they run up the wall, they're in the wrong country because
they don't have a passport.
Not exactly.
They had a passport, but they were supposed to get their passport at 3 p.m., but they forgot to do this, so they showed up at 4 p.m., and it was an hour after their appointment, because every fall we have to do this bullshit.
Goldberg didn't keep her appointment, eh?
Right.
Oh, because of what she took. She took them and she put it in a bag, and she didn't tell customs that she was crossing the border with them. That's what she did.
Oh, she's smuggling pets.
Smuggling
She's smuggling gerbils.
No!
And that's the game. That is the game.
Smuggling gerbils. I knew it.
That is the game. Yes. My goodness. That's right. I'm gonna need Yep. Both loose cannons. Loose cannons. Loose cannons. You're out of here. All right. That was incredible. That was an incredible game. No one won because Chaco gets one person from each. So we're all incredibly unsatisfied. Pretty much like life. Let's move on to our next game. Our next game is none other than Film Dub. This is the game of Film Dub, and this game is for Caleb and Jose. Caleb and Jose, get on out here. Get on out here. Very, very simple game of Film Dub. We are going to play an old movie, and you are going to have to dub over the lines for it. I'm very excited for this. Players, we don't need a suggestion or anything for this. Your suggestion is the film. Are you ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Then let's play.
Where have you been, sir?
Here.
Stop yelling at me. Well,
I said,
I'm
oh,
closing the
okay,
door.
just leave. That's fine. I'll go back to this cigar and the contents of this drawer.
You see that I have a message for you, and that message is a bullet. So
That's a
don't
rather
touch
odd
yours.
message. But all right. You get 2 guns, I get none. I see how this
2.
goes.
Yes, and these guns are mine, which I will put in my pants. Yes, it is a gun in my pants. And this other one, which is also mine.
You think that just because you put one in your pants means you only have 1 gun and not 2?
You have no idea how many guns I have in my pants. You thought I just had the one that I put in there? No, I have more than 1. More than 2.
Hello.
Hey!
Oh. Apologies.
Get out of here. I got guns in my pants and I'm not afraid to use them. All right? So don't look at me. Don't make eye contact. Just turn around and walk out and take any guns in your pants. Take them out.
Indubitably.
Oh! Yeah, I'm not taking the risk.
I have something stuck in my throat.
Don't even. You got a nice house here. Good place to keep a lot of pants guns. Up on the wall. You sure you don't got any more? More guns? I can fit more guns in my pants. I really can.
Do you see
no-
guns on my wall? Do you see empty holsters for guns for my wall?
Well, I'm looking in those drawers soon, if you'll let
Listen,
me.
Mr. Mustache. I have no guns for you or your pants.
I don't want you talking about my mustache. I'm gonna sit on this desk here. Get closer with the gun. Yeah. You'd think it'd be hard to sit, but it's not. I sit on these guns.
You think I forgot about the second gun in your pants, didn't you? Well, I am no fool, Mr. Mustache. I see it plain as day. Do you hear that bell ringing? That bell rings for your doom.
Those bells have been ringing for a long, long time, friend. Now, if I didn't have these guns in my pants, that bell would have called my name a long time ago, but we just let them ring.
Oh, yes, you let them ring. You let them ring with your mustache and your hat and your pearly white teeth. You think you're better than me, the mayor of this town?
I knew that you would comment on my stash and my teeth. That's why I had them look so good. I brush my teeth with these guns. I wax my mustache with these guns. I get these nice little crow's feet on the side of my eyes with these guns, all right?
Grumble, yeah, grumble, all right, grumble. I understand very well. You have rather nice crow's feet. I'll give you that.
I'm glad we could come to an agreement. Now I think I might just take another seat.
Yes, well, you did not see what I had in my pants. This key for this hidden drawer.
Oh,
Goodbye,
Jesus Christ!
fool!
The guns in my pants just stabbed me in the ass. Oh, God!
Game scene, game scene. Woo! Don't you hate it when the guns in your pants just stab you in the ass? I do. Great work, players. All right, we're moving on to our last game of the night. I need everybody on in here. Get on in here. Get on in here. Yeah. All right. We have had so many incredible suggestions from so many people in the chat, and I am so excited to use some of these suggestions. So this is the game of mashup. We're going to use one of your suggestions, and the players are going to take that suggestion, mash it up with something else, and they're going to get something brand new. What will those things be? We'll discover them right now. So this is the game of mashup. Your first suggestion, players, is going to be Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers. So this is the game of mashup. We're going to mash up Mr. Rogers. Players, are we ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Then let's do it. Who's got one for me? Holly.
I mashed up Mr. Rogers with a 1980s slasher film.
And what'd you get?
A film entitled "Won't You Be My Slaver?"
Jesus. Kyle.
I mixed Mr. Rogers with a walk through the park in a sweater that I borrowed from the dude next door.
And what'd you get?
A beautiful day in my neighbor's hood.
Hey, wow, that's detailed. Very nice.
Yeah.
I saw Caleb, then I saw Jose. I've got Matt and Holly. So Caleb first.
I mashed up Mr. Rogers with the guy outside my window.
And what'd you get?
Hello, neighbor.
Jose.
I mixed Mr. Rogers with an automatic poker machine.
And what'd you get?
A cardigan.
Matt?
I also mixed Mr. Rogers with an 80s slasher movie.
And what'd you get?
King Friday the 13th.
Ooh. Holly, then Jack.
I mixed up Mr. Rogers with a celebrity sports star.
And what'd you get?
Daniel Tiger Woods.
Jack.
Oh, I mixed Mr. Rogers with some Canadian trees.
And what'd you get?
The neighborhood of Maple Leaf.
Excellent. Chaco, and then Kyle, and then Holly. And then we're moving on.
I mixed Mr. Rogers with Mr. T.
And what'd you get?
I'm not certain, but I do pity their neighbors.
Kyle.
I crossed Mr. Rogers with talking about a water vapor sprayer over a mobile radio.
And what did you get?
Mr. Roger.
Oh, God. Holly.
I mixed up Mr. Rogers with the city of Toronto.
And what'd you get?
Oh, I got the very fabulous Mr. Rogers Center, home of the Toronto Blue Jays. And they play baseball there, and it's a very nice place.
All right, we are moving on. This next suggestion comes from Emily in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much, Emily. I gave you the suggestion of a grad student. We're going to mix up a grad student with something else. Are we ready? I hope we are, because here we go. Who has got one for me? Kyle.
I crossed a grad student with a 1080p video of a bathroom.
And what'd you get?
A P in HD.
Jesus Christ. Very nice. Very nice. That was excellent. Holly.
I mixed up a grad student with the bed.
What'd you get?
Well-deserved sleep.
They need it. Some of them need it. Jack, then Ishika.
I mixed up a grad student with its opposite.
And what'd you get?
An antithesis.
Ishika.
I mixed a grad student with graduate school.
And what'd you get?
Lots of student loan debt.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And it is crippling. Holly, then Dr. T.
I mixed a grad student with negative G's.
What'd you get?
Rad students.
Jesus. Dr. T.
I mixed a grad student with J.R.R. Tolkien.
And what'd you get?
A fellowship.
Hey. Chaco.
I mixed a grad student with a lack of debt.
What'd you get?
A glad student.
Hey, Matt, and then Holly.
I mixed a grad student with 5 bullets.
And what'd you get?
3rd degree murder.
Holly.
I mixed a grad student with a tabletop figure game.
And what'd you get?
Warhammer $40,000 in debt.
Oh my God. Dr. T, then Caleb.
I mixed 6 grad students with Hollywood.
What'd you get?
6 degrees from Kevin Bacon.
Caleb.
I mixed a grad student with 2 different colors.
What'd you get?
A gradient.
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to the next game, and the next suggestion. The next suggestion comes from Resolute Fitness. Thank you so much. Gave the suggestion of Ireland. Ireland is your next suggestion. Players, let's do it. Who has got one for me for Ireland? Jack.
I mixed Ireland with a children's dinosaur.
And what'd you get?
The Barney Stone.
Holly.
I mixed Ireland with a Star Trek movie.
And what'd you get?
A leprechaun.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Dr. T.
I mixed Ireland with mitosis.
And what'd you get?
Dublin.
Hey, he's good. Kyle.
I don't want to do mine anymore because that was...
No. Now I'm forcing you to do it.
Okay. Well, then I mixed Ireland with a lollipop.
And what did you get?
The suck of the Irish.
Jesus Christ. It was good. Caleb, Jose, then Holly.
I mixed Ireland with I just realized this is not
you've insulted all of Ireland.
I mixed Ireland with an American tourist.
And what did you get?
Where's the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh no. Nice save. That was a nice save on that joke. Jose.
I mixed Ireland with a holy hockey player named Patricia.
What did you get?
A St. Patrick.
Hey! Holly.
I mixed Ireland with some self-esteem.
And what'd you get?
Ewerland.
Aww. That's cute. All right. We're gonna go with one more suggestion, and that comes from who hasn't gone yet. This one comes from Austin. You can either have bar stools or bar stools that are way too high. You can take either of them. All right. Gave you the suggestion of bar stools that are way too high. Mash it up. Here we go. Kyle.
I mixed bar stools with bar stools that are way too high.
What did you get?
Bar stools that are a little bit high.
Jesus Christ. Holly.
I mixed bar stools that are way too high with a clock.
And what'd you get?
Closing time is 4:20, bro.
That's funny. Caleb and then Jack.
I mixed bar stools that are way too high with my father saying I love you.
And what did you get?
The lost feeling of childhood.
Oh no, Jack.
Oh well, I just mixed a bar stool that's way too high with some ducks.
And what'd you get?
I'm not sure, but I'm wondering how to get down off it.
Dr. T.
I mixed bar stools with proctologist shopping at Costco.
And what did you get?
Stool samples.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh my God. That is going to be our show. That is exactly how you end the show. Excellent. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's Fancy Hobo Improv Show. The Fancy Hobo Improv Show will return, as it always does, on the first Saturday of every month. So be sure and tune in for that. Tune into the rest of our shows. Like every Friday night, we have Hazards and Hijinks, our live action Dungeons and Dragons improv show, where you can create hazards and hijinks for our players in there by using our donation menu. It's incredible time. It's a lot of fun. Be sure and check that show out every Friday night at 8 p.m. Also, the rest of this month, we've got an incredible month, folks. Buckle in because it's going to be awesome. So next Saturday is our BIPOC night featuring all of our BIPOC players. This is an awesome show. I'm excited to be in it. Jose's in it. Ishika is also in it. This is going to be an awesome show. Be sure and check it out next Saturday at 8 p.m. And then the following Saturday at 8 p.m., the third Saturday of this month, we have our genre show doing Star Trek, improvised Star Trek, a story. Oh, I'm so excited for this show too. Many of our players tonight are going to be in there. That will have Matt in it. It'll have Dr. T in it. It'll have Jack in it. This is going to be awesome. Then the following Saturday, we've got our Exquisite Hobo project. It's incredible. We do an exquisite corpse. If you know what that is, we write a screenplay where each writer only gets to write 5 pages, and the writer only gets the last page of the previous player's works. We've got some awesome surprises in store for you for that show. So be sure and tune in for that. And as always, we will end with our Bindle Variety Show, where we invite guest artists of different mediums to discuss their process, show off their work, and then we're going to create some long-form improv, all based on what we heard. It's an awesome month. Be sure and tune in for all of that and more. Thank you so much for donating. Huge shout out to Leah with a large donation tonight. Thank you so much, Leah. You are awesome. You're a total rock star. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody for all of the suggestions. A huge shout out for all of you to keeping their suggestions going. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel. You can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. If you do so, then you can give us suggestions a little early. What? That's right. All righty, folks. So on behalf of Holly, Chaco, Matt, Jose, Caleb, Kyle, Ishika, Tony, Jack, I am Tony Antifa Torrico, and this has been the Fancy Hobo Improv Show. Until next time, Fancy Hobo signing off. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
My mom.
Chaco, did you know what I was trying to
Yeah, did you know Patty Mayonnaise?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I was the patty thing probably was not good, but I
Thank you. What do you get when you cross a grad student with a hip hop star?
What'd you get?
You get a diss trackertation.
Oh my God.